Man, does it feel good to be back here. What's up, guys, and welcome back to Uncle Scams. Welcome back to Car Dealer Simulator. It has been over 6 months since we were last here, and the updates have not stopped. So I had a couple of comments and a couple people tweet me. Thank you to you guys. You know who you are. Obviously, kind of a slow time on the channel right now. Not really a lot of games and things coming out. I've been looking for stuff to play. And, dude, I got to give the devs flowers. Look at this Steam list. I was scrolling through their Steam page. There are so many updates that have been happening. I mean, look at this here. So this is our receptionist. Now he actually helps manage parts and, like, little things around the dealership. So this is our little parts refurbisher here. You guys know when we pull parts off of old cars, we've got to fix them up if we want to be able to put them back on new cars. And look at this. All of these are going to be fixed in 6 minutes and 20 seconds. So we used to have to run this thing by ourselves. Now he's going to run it in the background for us. We should have like a whole bunch. I think I was getting kind of lazy with fixing these. Yeah, look at all these. He's going to manually take care of that for us so we could keep the business running and keep growing. Well, what is going on? We have an unread email. We got to catch up on everything, dude. There's like 30 new cars. There's a new semi-truck that you could buy that's like $500,000. There's updates to our tow truck out there I want to take a look at. I think we've got like new specific off-duty requests on the 49th day Sunday. This time I have a small request of my own, believe it or not. But cops have hobbies too. In my case, it's collecting and fixing up old cars. I enjoy tinkering with jalopies in my garage when I've got some spare time. Hate to see certain beauties rust away. Interesting. So Officer Dunn is looking for a purple Apex Motors Vanguard. Technical condition but drivable. Perfect visual condition. We could try to do that. I'm going to confirm this. We'll see what happens. So I think these are like special orders that people will have come in. Ooh, exclusive deals. I do remember these back in the day. We've also got Officer Ron hitting us up about the, I think we've already done this one. So I'm going to go ahead and delete this. But yeah, basically it's like a, like they're, you know, special ordering. They have the specific things that they want and you can deliver it to them. So we're going to say, did he say Vanguard? Purple Vanguard. Let's see if that search is going to come up here. Oh no. I mean, technically we could change the color of it. This is perfect because we could kind of get back into it. Okay, we've got an Apex Motors Vanguard. Drivable, poor visual condition, but we're going to be able to fix that up. So we're going to schedule a meeting here. We do have a couple of really nice cars in the showroom. We've got a 280G for $100,000. Is that might be, I think we overpriced these by a lot because we were trying to have a cool showroom. So we're going to get back out of the business here. It's going to be fun. I say, let's go old school. We're going to take this guy, our original vehicle. We're going to take this thing. We're going to go pick this thing up. We're going to try to do this special mission here, try to make a little bit of money. And honestly, I mean, we've got 233K, which is great. We set up here. Beautiful. Got that thing attached. All right. But yeah, it's good. You know, I think we were in a good spot when we last left, but I think we're actually going to have some grinding to do. So I'm excited to get back into it and get back onto the used car grind here. So, oh, it's literally right here. Excuse me, ma'am. Sorry about that. Yep. Sorry. All right. We're good. Oh, sorry. Hit her with the trailer as well. Get her in there. Beautiful. All right. Sorry about that, man. Please, we definitely did not just come from across the street. Please don't hold me accountable or liable. How you doing, Scott? Price is $3,350 according to the ad. All right, bro. Let's be real here. How about $2,800? $3,190. I'm gonna say $2,950. That's my best and final. $2,974. I'll accept that. We need this. It's a special order. Technically, is this our car? Let me get this set up a little bit. If we toggle those ramps, I mean, technically it's working, right? So we're not gonna need a winch or anything. How do we get those down like that? It's been a while, dude. It's you know, we're a little out of the game here. What? I mean, Trev, we could just drive it across the street. I want to figure this out though. Did we put these down and then back it up? Oh, there it is. Okay, so you don't drive up on it. I did see there was an update where we're able to drive up onto the tow truck now, which is kind of cool. So we're going to take this thing back here. Honestly, it's been so long since we've done anything. It could be kind of fun to go through the motions, and obviously eventually the goal is going to be to get all of this automated and use our employees and things like that. So I'm going to bring this thing in here. Now we do have, so there's a car scanner. I remember this. Is this just mechanical stuff though? It's 31% condition, but I think that's a total of everything. Do we have summary? So he wants this at a minimum of 75%. We're obviously going to have to fix the technical. He wants perfect visual condition though. Does it say? Oh, visual condition here, wash, polish. Okay, I see what we're doing. So we're gonna have to fix all of this. Now, technically, we could use our employee here. He is on the payroll, but for today, I think it's gonna be kind of fun to kind of, you know, feel like we're back in the trenches here. Your boss took a really nice long vacation. I just want to feel like I still have my finger on the pulse of this business here, and also this is easily one of the most just ridiculously satisfying games for this sense. So yeah, eventually we're gonna kind of offload this to all of our little peons, but for right now it feels kind of good. I feel like this is a lot of dirt. We could have probably done a wash first, but that's okay. Do we got to get the license plate? Oh, I think we might just have to change the license plate. We have 6 hours and 50 minutes to get this done, which shouldn't be an issue. And I know these special orders are high-paying jobs. I hope it's really high-paying. I don't know. That's something we kind of ran into. It was like either go for some of the higher prices and like the you know, some cars you could kind of finesse a slightly better. What do we do next? I think, do we do putty? Wasn't there putty? I'm going to putty this up here, make sure we cover all of this. And then we've also got our scanner. I forgot about our scanner. But yeah, you could, you know, kind of work the arbitrage angle and just try to make as much off of a few high-profile cars, or you could just kind of work the masses and try to have just kind of maximum strength in numbers, which it's interesting. We've always had the 2 bays for the bodywork and the mechanics and the car wash. Like we've got one mechanic hired over here, and then we've got one person working the car wash, and then we would work the other 2. But now I think we're going to be able to hire 2 more employees, so we're going to have a max of 5 employees, which is honestly really impressive. I dropped this when we left the body shop, but yeah, it's going to be cool. So we'll see what happens. There's like a new $500,000 semi truck I really want to save up for. There's updates to our little tow truck and stuff. There's so many new cars. I've seen exotics, I've seen R34 GTRs, I've seen all kinds of stuff. So it's going to be really fun to kind of be back in this. And honestly, it comes at a really good time, dude. I've been struggling to find stuff to play. We had a lot of fun with Contractville. I've enjoyed some of the other little series we've done and stuff. I think there's a new shop sim I really want to check out. And then there's also, I mean, there's a couple random things. It's finally starting to get a little bit better, but I feel like we were kind of in a low spot. So I'm excited to kind of get into the games of February and March. Sure, we're going to have MLB coming out soon, which is going to be amazing. I don't even think we have a release date for that yet, which is crazy. It's got to be March, right? And obviously the rest of this year is just going to be absolutely out of control. It's going to be impossible to ever beat this year of gaming. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Okay, so that's all good there. Let me get this guy out of the way. Try to keep things nice and organized here. So we're going to fling this guy around. I say we keep the trailer in the far right one. Beautiful. Got that. Oh, nope. That's the wrong button. All right. Back this up, Trev, but not too much. Hold on. Oh, gosh. Don't jackknife her. Gonna push in the opposite direction of where you want to go. Let's lift those up. And then Z is the button. Okay. We could just leave those down. It's fine. And we could put this guy right next to it. Perfect. Okay. So body shops, all good. Oh, we have to paint it, don't we? Not gonna leave that with the epoxy on there, but the thing is we are gonna wash it, and then we're gonna fully repaint it to the purple, so he's gonna be all good. But this is kind of fun. This is the very first car we ever had in this game. It was like the starter car, and this cop just wants a nice purple starter car, so we will oblige for him. There's also, I'm pretty sure there's going to be new things that we can add to our office. There's like a new fuel depot, so we can actually refuel cars on the property. We might look into checking that out here, just to make sure that this thing is all good to go. I also think there's an underground garage where we're going to be able to store more cars. Like, there's all sorts of stuff going on. This should be... There she is. All right, she's all good to go. Thank you very much. And look at this beauty. She's primed and ready for the car wash right next door. Bring this in here. Dude, this thing is zippy. My goodness. Okay. So if we bring out our little scanner again, 81% washed, 0% polished, 100% bodywork. So we're almost there on one part of this, which is obviously ideal. So here we go. I forget how to use this. We've got foam, we've got water, we've got wax, we've got polish. All right. So was it 4 steps before? I don't remember that. I remember this being just absolutely ridiculous here. This is so good. This is so satisfying. My mouth waters sometimes. Oh my goodness, dude. That is just absolute perfection right there. How some of these random little games, dude, the fact that they had that many updates, I was not ready for. I was scrolling through it. I was like, trying to take notes to figure out what we should be doing and working on. I also saw there's like a new one coming out soon. I don't know how soon, but there's going to be like a totally new shop and a way to like customize cars. So I don't know if we're going to have like body kits and rims and all sorts of stuff like that, but it's just, dude, sometimes you just find a little hidden gem, and this was absolutely our hidden gem of last year. I think this was my favorite game from last year. Or favorite simulator, at least, obviously. There were a lot of great games that came out. Okay, so soap is all done there. Let's go ahead and see what's next. Looks like we got to wash this thing off. This is something I desperately need to do in real life, and I think I said that back when we played this 6 months ago too. Unfortunately, the GTR is pretty much a glorified golf cart. Just kind of gets me to the golf course and back, but honestly, that's not a bad thing. I mean, it's a date night car too, but since starting to play golf the last like year and a half, 2 years, I've driven it more than I ever had before. Don't really have a lot of reasons to drive places because I just kind of chill at home and play video games or travel with Chels, so never really had too much driving. Don't have a commute or anything like that. We've done a couple of car shows, but she's just my baby. She's stock. She doesn't have a whole lot going on. Really excited to try to find an R34 in this game. I think they're pretty rare. I was kind of looking through the auto listings before I started this episode, trying to figure it out if we could finesse that, and it's just not there yet, but we're gonna get there. Get the roof here. Beautiful. Okay, that's all done. Sorry, sir, for stepping on your car, and the last step is gonna be the polish, which I actually do remember there are quite a few, or not quite a few, there's four stages to this. And this should be our final side here. Make sure you get in those wheels, that whole body. Beautiful. There she is. All right. So last but not least, we're going to want to take this to the body shop. And again, I'm going to take care of this thing myself just so we can feel it again, get ourselves back reconnected with everything. I think, yep, car lift over here. See, it all comes back to us. This is actually a really sick looking car. I love this thing. So from here, I don't repair. Okay. I remember there are some sides we have to like some things you can access from up top, other things you can access from down low. I don't know. Obviously, if we have the car scanner, we can see what parts are not good. So like the brake disc left front and left rear, those are both really bad. And then the right front caliper. So discs on the left side and then the caliper on the right. Let's go ahead and take the caliper off first. So we're going to take these. I don't know if there's a way for us to see all the repairs that we want to do, or do we have to like go in and do the scan and look at the scan every time and then redo it again? I'm not sure. But it was, oh, you can see the numbers on here. And you know what? I just realized this is the, I mean, let's put a decent one on there. I don't know what was on there before, but this is the right rear. I was looking at the car backwards. It popped up opposite of where it is on the lift for our perspective. So we're going to have to back out of this thing. And we're going to want to go to the right front. I guess the engine up here should have been a bit of a tip-off, Trev, but, you know, your boy's not a mechanic. I make YouTube videos, so there's probably a good reason for that. Bro, can you imagine you take your car in for, like, a caliper replacement, and they put the totally wrong one on? Oops, we need to go to assemble mode. And look at this. We have all these great parts here. I'm going to throw 100% on, because why not? And bam, we're going to be able to improve the technical condition up to 75%. Eventually. And we can move this around here. So both sides over here, these were the discs, right? I'm pretty sure. May not know my front from my rear, but I do know my right from my left. So at least we've got that going for us here. So we're going to get all of these off. We're going to take the caliper. 48% isn't great. 8% on the brake disc is really bad. So let's go ahead and reassemble this. And it looks like, I mean, we do have a couple decent brake discs, but we might need to, I'm going to throw a nicer one on there for him. Why not? It is a cop after all. I don't want him skating off the road. I feel like he'd be pretty upset with us. Make sure you do the star pattern, Trev. That's going to make it tighter, make it more even. And that looks good there. Do the same thing over on this side. Hearing all these wheel guns. I mean, this is a wrench, but all the wheel gun sounds has me really excited. You can't wait for the F1 season this year. Shaking up pretty nice. All the cars look so good. I love the Audis look. I'm excited to see how Cadillac does this year. Like there's, you know, is McLaren going to be able to continue dominance? I would love to see Lewis and Charles do a little bit better. So hopefully it's going to be an exciting year, but I feel like every year starts with that, and a lot of times quickly lose hope, although last year was really, really good. So let's see where we're at here. Scan this thing. Hopefully we're going to be getting there. We're at 37%. Okay, you know what? This is a lot of work. I get it now. I understand how it works. I agree with the business. It does look like everyone went home. So we could spend our time working on this. I mean, technically he wants it in 6 hours. Shoot, I think we're going to be stuck doing this. I didn't think about that, dude. Shock absorbers. I'm going to take a picture of this, take a cheeky little photo, and then we're going to have this available. There's got to be a way that you can see that report a little bit better. I mean, it looks like the exhaust was pretty bad too. Manifold, catalytic converter, resonator, muffler. We could just do all these. The tailpipe was at what's it called? Like 60 or something percent. So we'll just put a brand new muffler on there. I mean, this is going to be just the jankiest thing of all time, but that's fine. Let's go ahead and take the catalytic converter out. Or wait, it's not going to let us take that off, is it? We're going to have to take the tailpipe off first before we're going to be able to take the catalytic converter off. Or maybe we take the resonator off as well, and then it'll let us get to that thing. Oh, we got to go to disassemble. Okay, perfect. Put a new cat on there, get a new resonator on there, get everything. Luckily, we did not have to go into the engine bay because that's where you got to start taking stuff apart just to be able to access other areas, and then you got to put everything back so it starts to get a little repetitive. Not repetitive, but it's just, you know, it's more of a job. So we've got all that taken care of. The exhaust is looking good. It does say that the engine is at 22%. Bro, what do you have me do with the engine here? Let's get this thing down. We're going to pop the hood. We're going to see what we got going on. Let me get my Megan Fox on really quick. Now, when you say the engine is bad, what do you mean by that? It wants it back up on the lift. Okay, we're going to be working from the underside then. I cannot believe we could have had an expert mechanic that works for us and was being paid today, and he could have done all this for our benefit, dude. That is absolutely ridiculous. Okay. Wait, engine get through the hood. It's a lot of up and down happening. Hopefully these things are well lubricated from our time away. Otherwise, we're going to be in trouble. I thought we had to go through the top, but was I clicking the wrong thing? Engine. I think it's going to make us take the manifold off, and then we're going to be able to access the engine. So it's got to be up on the lift for the manifold. Take those off. Then put the engine back. Manifold, we've got 6 screws here we're gonna be able to take out. I don't know how many pieces of an engine are in this. I remember it being pretty significant. I am really glad that we're getting this though. Like this is fun. While this is up here, is there anything else? Right shock absorber, right front is gonna be at 4%. We're gonna change this thing out. This is really good, dude. I'm really enjoying this. If you continue telling yourself that, you're gonna eventually believe it, Trev. No, but for real, this, like, I've missed this game so much. I kind of forgot a lot of this, but hopefully you guys are excited for it. Let me know if there's anything else you guys want to see too. Obviously, always love you guys and value your input. I think we're finally going to get through the doldrums of January. I feel like most of the time Januaries are a little slow, but other years, like Hogwarts Legacy came out in like February, right? And I feel like there's nothing right now, but we're going to get back there for sure. And this is a welcome little DLC right now, if you may. Okay, so that's all good there. Now we're going to take this back down. Let me see if we're heading in the right direction. Hopefully it's not getting worse than what it was, but I would imagine, yes, we're at 47%. So we do have some more discs and stuff there, suspension pins. Exhaust manifold is not installed. Again, engine, clutch. I mean, that's going to be interesting. We're going to see what we can do here, but at least we've got the exhaust manifold off, and now we should be able to access the engine. Hold on. Can you just take the entire engine? I thought we were going to have to change like fuel pumps and all sorts of little things. Okay, if we could just take the whole engine out and put a new one in, that would be great. Can I access the clutch now? I don't know how to access the clutch. Oh, it's through here. Okay. No, it's still grayed out. Okay. I mean, we should be fine. Do we have an engine? Do we happen to have a cool engine in the back? Oh my gosh, we've got 100% engine. That is going to be absolutely incredible. Now we're going to have to back this thing out. We're going to have to put it back up to get that exhaust manifold on. And we're going to be cooking. A blind squirrel finds a nut every once in a while, dude. We have absolutely made it here. And also, I will realize, I thought it was going to be 6 hours of in-game time that he was waiting for this. It does look like we still have 6:30, and it's Monday at 1:46. So we could have waited for the next day, and we could have had our employees working on this, but that's, you know, that's here nor there. I'm proud of us here. We're up to 80%. Well done, boys. All right, that's a wrap. That's all he's going to get. That's good with me. So last but not least, dude, this has been a heck of a job, and I really hope we get paid for it. We're going to take this thing into the paint booth, and we're going to change it into a purple paint color. Get that guy in there. Beautiful. Interact with this, and it looks like that is it right there. 1 minute left to go, and you know, I've got a feeling it's not going to pay as much as we would have liked it to. What is that over there? The scheduled meeting? We have a scheduled... Oh, is that with him? That's kind of fun. I'll be waiting at the parking lot under the police station near the parts store. Okay, yeah, that is over there. So, all right. Hopefully we're going to make a bag on this one, and then we could think about possibly upgrading the shop and stuff. I do think we should refuel it for him, so I might look into that refueling station. We'll see what happens. But 5 seconds later, we went to the pay and spray, got rid of our stars. We're going to deliver this thing right back to the cops. But beautiful. Dude, this is such a nice color. You know what? Just because we've hit every other room in this thing, I say we bring this thing in here. I don't think he requested these, but I'm going to give him some pictures of his brand new beauty. This is a full service operation. Take all those photos. Beautiful. I think that shows up. Can we see our camera? No, I think if we put it for sale. Go check the office for that. Would be really funny if we did all this work and then we just sold it to somebody that wasn't him. But like if we can see our vehicles, we've got this guy here. I'm pretty sure these are way overpriced, right? I remember market value of $36,000. Okay, Trev, we're gonna have to actually try to sell these things. Ooh, I like this slider now. Okay, I'm gonna I do really like it. But we need to think about trying to make some money. So I'm going to say 64,995. I don't mind it in the red. 62,250 is kind of a pretty number. And then this Phantom Thunder. I mean, I think we actually had a buyer on this. So let's increase that a little bit. Let's say 49.95. 895 to keep us in the yellow. Because we're going to have to keep making money. We don't have unlimited money right now. So those are good. But then if we go in here, I remember now we got to have this thing out on the lot. Or in some form of a spot. It could be inside as well, but if we put this thing out here, there she is. Look at this. We've got some nice photos for Rod, so we can just, I don't know, print these out and give these to him. So let me see if we wanted to go kind of like lower yellow, we'd be at like 98.99. We got a market value of that, but we could probably sell this close to 10K. So if we're not making like 20K on this custom order, going picking it up, I'm gonna go refuel it for him too. Although we're at like 3/4 of a tank, but I am gonna refuel it. Let's get this back here because I want to get the new upgrade. Picking this thing out, just putting some elbow grease in it, getting all the rust and everything off. It's got to be at least 20K, if not more. Although we could use our employees if we were smart. We just wanted to kind of get back into this. So upgrades here. You guys remember we had the mechanical workshop. We've got all those. We've got our body workshop, which we've got maxed out, and our car wash, as well as our office. There's a new gas pump hub, underground fuel tank, fuel dispenser, and a fuel check room for $10,000. I'm going to go ahead and get that. Okay. Connect the pipe to the ground inlet to refuel your underground tank. Use the valve to set the direction, whether you want to fill or dude, this is so sick. Use a dispenser like at a gas station to refuel vehicles. Inside the building, you can check the fuel level of the underground tanks. Wow. So level 2 is going to be an additional tank and an air compressor. Level 3 is going to be a modern building and hire a worker to handle the area for you, which is pretty cool. And there's an underground garage, which we're eventually going to be able to turn into a really cool storage space. But for right now, I would think that we kind of want to focus on selling cars, but we're going to try to get those updates eventually. So this is our new spot. It's attached to our little maintenance bay over here. Look at this. Oh, by the way, we should probably do this since we're already doing everything else by ourselves tonight. We've already got a bunch of bad parts in here from our car that we took off, but let's take these guys. We're going to move these over here. How many items can we hold? We can hold one more item. So we're going to take all these. Oh, shoot. I messed up here. Oh, no. I'm going to dump all these in here. We're going to take all these out. We're going to put all of those into our storage. We're going to take everything out of the van, and then we're going to put these items. Oh, you can only have 20 items in here. That's fine. So we'll have 5 extras. But we could put that in there, and then we can start this thing up. We could put these extra ones back over here, and that's the job of our receptionist in the morning, which is amazing. So do we have to... It sounded like we have to fill this. Wow, dude, this is sick. Okay, so we can see this is an empty tank. I think we're going to have to go to the gas station. I do think that there's a new, like, fuel truck that you can get, or, like, tank or something. Let's hop in our car. Don't want the liability of that thing. Spent enough money on it. Want to make sure that we get that to that guy in one piece. But we need gas station is going to be over here and then to the left. Dude, this is sick. I love this. Lots of meaningful updates. We've actually got like new way. I think there's an update where refueling the car makes it more valuable too. We could technically test that out. What is this here? Air? Do we have to put air in tires now? Too low or too high tire pressure affects vehicle handling. To change the tire pressure, drive to a gas... Dude, what? You can change the tire pressure. Use the table to find out what pressure is appropriate for your vehicle. Watch the gauge. It should be in the green zone. Dude, this is insane. So we want 250 in the front and the rear, and it looks like it's... It looks like it's already there. This isn't even needed right now. It's just kind of cool. I hadn't seen it before. Where... I think there's a place to buy things. Hello? Can I purchase something from you? Cigarette pack, bag of candies, plate repair and stuff. Oh, fuel trailer for $70,000. I mean, we already bought the fuel trailer. We have to use a larger pipe at appropriate openings at the fuel station to fill the trailer. Refuel vehicles directly from the trailer using the nozzle. Oh, so that's kind of like a mobile fuel station, or we can use it to fill up our thing back home. Storage compartment where you could carry, among other things, fuel cans. Okay, that's okay. I can't believe I gave this place business. No dogs allowed. Are you kidding me? Okay, where? This is our shiny new fuel trailer. I'm hoping we're gonna be able to carry this with like the starter OG sedan here. Gonna back this thing up. Oh my goodness, that's lovely. And then we're gonna have to refuel it over here at the giant fuel station. We're not gonna be able to do it at the main setup. So park the trailer in a designated area, connect the pipe to the ground inlet, interact with the dispenser to start fueling. This is incredible, dude, for a Steam game. This is just amazing. Okay, so that's there. We've got our big hose. Open up the hatch. Throw that in there. I don't know how it's gonna pump it that hard. I hope it's got a lot of PSI in here. Turn it on, pump the fuel. I've got a feeling this is gonna be pretty expensive. We do have $150,000, which is good. We're already at nearly $800. Okay, so we can turn this thing off, finish and pay, and she's all good to go. Is there like a... Oh, you can see it up there. Oh my gosh, dude, look at the stars moving. That's cool. Okay. So now we take this out. We're going to put this back over there. We're going to close this back up. And we officially have ourselves a potential hazardous bomb that we're towing back to our place of business. We're going to undo that process, but then we're going to have an actual, like, you know, basically gas station that we're going to be able to refill things with. Bring this around town here, dude. This is... Thinking back to when we first started this, we had like a little car wash station that was all the way out here. Now we've got all this stuff. We've got a fuel station. We're going to have an underground garage. There's just all sorts of cool stuff happening. Bring this guy around here. Perfect. It is on the left side, but I'm sure there's plenty of space. If we open this hatch up, it's going to automatically flow in there. And I'm assuming... this should automatically start filling up. What is it going to be? Two refuels per tank? That's at 50%. It might be... It's one full tank for each one, which is pretty cool. And it looks like we're finally getting a little bit of daylight here. We worked through the entire night. Oh my gosh, dude, look at the... That's a little unnerving, but it's kind of cool too. Okay, grab this, close the hatch. Pipe is back where she needs to be. I'm gonna take this. I kind of feel like it should be in out of the way. Let's test these trailer skills here, Trev. Oop, chill. Test them, beautiful, nice and slow and easy. It's easier in real life. Bam, there you go. Oop, hold on, wrong button. Drop it. Perfect. Okay, she's good. Pull this thing back around here. This thing in primo condition, looking good. Let's bring this thing around and we can actually fuel it up, which it looks like it's gonna be on that side. Even the little gas indicator down in the when we're in this, down on the bottom left, has the little arrow that shows you which side it's on, which is kind of cool. So let's go ahead and get this guy open. We're gonna grab this, and does it automatically fuel? Interact. Autofill. Out valve. That's going to be a problem there. I can hear this thing on, but nothing was happening. Let's just go ahead and autofill. Pump fuel. Oop. Autofill. Pump fuel. Autofill. Pump. Nope. Oh, it's already... Dude, what? How is that fast? Put this back, and... that hardly took anything, so that's amazing. And eventually, we're going to have multiple underground tanks. We would never have to even consider... getting rid of this. So I think this thing's good to go. She's fully fueled up. Gas cap is open. We're going to take care of that really quickly there. Let's check one more time just in case. Car scanner, want to make sure she's at 100%. 80% condition, which meets his drivable. Perfect visual condition, which we are not going to be able to do any better. We need to be careful not to run into anything, Trev. But the one thing I will say, 178002. I mean, this is probably a really bad idea for... a police officer's car. I'm gonna see if we... Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, dude. We just took... I mean, it's kilometers. It's not quite miles, but that was good. All right, I'm gonna exit on that. I feel good about that. Let me find out what the retail on this is again, because we fueled it up and all kinds of stuff. Why did that do that? Holy cow. We need to add the photos and stuff too, because you get a bonus. I think we also get a bonus with our receptionist and other things. So this is probably going to be kind of a hard pill to swallow here, but it's going to be fine. So if I put all of these photos on there, 80% excellent visual condition, 10 out of 10, have everything, tire pressure, everything. If we take this down to the yellow to red, we even rolled the miles back, dude. That was gnarly. 11,859. Hello? Do you guys make noise now? Are you trying to make an offer on this car? How you doing, man? 4895. Oh, we've even got like the little negotiations and stuff now. What do we have it listed at? Oh, no. Don't leave. She was doing it at listing I was gonna try to go look at the listing price. It's fine. We're gonna focus on selling in the next one. It's all good. Yeah, this thing's at about $12,000-ish, a little bit less. So if we can get that to a like a reasonable, I'm not gonna try to be crazy with it, like 20. If we could get 20, I feel like it makes it worth it. It is kind of fun having to source the car and everything else. And obviously we would have been able to make this happen a lot faster had we used our employees. But is that him? He's by the police station. All right, sir. What do you think of her? She looks pretty good, right? If we agree on 14,634. Okay, it's fine.
Oh yeah, down 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 down, yeah.
That's the you just got finessed dance. My good dude, we got like a $2,000 premium on that, and now we're gonna have to take a long sad walk home. But very excited for this. So that's just one facet of a bunch of new things. There's all sorts of new cars we have to work on. Obviously, we've got to rebuild this business back up. We've only got $164,000. A lot more expansions we could take a look at. New vehicles. We've got to upgrade our tow truck in the next one. I think we could carry 2 cars in the tow truck now, and eventually, like I said, I want to be able to get the semi truck. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys want some more from Uncle Sam's, please let me know. I think this is going to be a nice little extension of the series here, and this is obviously a game we're going to have to keep coming back to. So thank you guys so much. If you guys want more, let me know. Peace out.